Thank you. It's a great pleasure for you to come and grace us, our beautiful city. And we have a number of surprises that we're going to have. This is a fun evening. This is not a rigid evening at all. We're going to have gifts and surprises for each one. Okay. And how this actually started was about 10 years ago. A lot of people were complaining, but no one was doing anything about the cruise of Detroit. And so I started on this, planning this, and it was originally going to be at Gala. And so the city was going through a transitional state, and so I took that same footprint and launched it in Palmer Park. And then also we expanded. We had the chief of police. This project could not be launched without the city's support.
That's right.
And the city's support has come unbelievable in terms of supporting us. The first year, they took all the policemen from the Dream Cruise and put them behind this project.
That's great.
100%. My vision in terms of it was to create an inclusive cruise.
Right.
And it has becoming gradually as well. We had a number of the Dream Cruises to come to us, and they took out their blankets and coolers and got on the grass at Palmer Park, and they showed us how to roll. And so that's how that started off the first year. And there were a number of people that this could not actually happen. When I went to a number of people in order to get advice, because since I was not a part of that group in terms of cruising, I have an old car and everything, but I never had gotten out there. And I've been looking at these bikes, and I wanted to have something different by bringing in these bikers. And so this event is more than just a cruise. We cruise with a cause. We cruise to celebrate into inclusiveness. We cruise in terms of supporting charitable events. Right. And so the first day we cruised with none other with the Harley-Davidson people of Biker Bob's, and they kicked it off. We have them right here. Rachel Hessler, would you like to hold up your beautiful hand and stand up? So Harley-Davidson is one of the big four. When I say the big four, you know, General Motors, Ford, Chrysler. They are considered the big four. They have become part of Detroit family now. Yes, they are. They stepped up to the plate, and they're going to say, we're behind you 100%. And they have never let me down on 1 inch of anything. It's steadfast in terms of making things to happen. And another person that came and when I got advice from was the grandfather of the whole situation, who had been launching cars for a number of years, was O'Neill Swanson. Is one of the individuals in terms of the anchor of CruisIN in the D. Yes, not Gregory. Yeah, I'm the founder, right? But he's the anchor. No, so he's just been taking a low profile in terms of this as well. And then another person that came along to sign the document, I got Mr. Swanson's name on it, and then I got Sharon Lawson's name on it. Just walked in here. Right there. Yeah, so there's a number of people. This is an inclusive group in terms of moving this. I could not do this alone. Then we had another person that came along. Then we had Stephanie Hammonds, who handles the legal work. What you looking around for? What I'm doing, see, then you start recognizing it's not my show. It's not about me at all. And so it's about, then we needed cars, and so I'm going to tell you, and I have to give them credit, Clear Channel came and put $171,000 to brand this.
Wow.
They put the brand behind it and to launch this. Then WDIV came along. Would you believe this?
Okay.
They came to my office. All of them came to my office. I sent out an email in 45 minutes. Clear Channel answered the email in 45 minutes. That's how that happened. And they say, we want to get behind this. They say, you pull this off, we give you a 3-year commitment. And then WDIV said, you pull it off, we give you a 5-year commitment.
All right, then. Right then. Get bigger.
Yeah, so now you're getting behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm getting, yeah.
And then when we needed cars in order to, we had to get somebody that was like Jay Leno. Did you know Jay Leno lived in our neighborhood? And that was Jeff Wharton back there. So Mr. Swanson and Jeff Wharton, they got more cars than all of us put together. Yeah, I'm just telling you. So every time that we needed something in the morning, just like WDIV, that's why we were so, if you look at our website, you will see all WDIV. They stood behind it. They put like $100,000 of resources behind this project. I'm just telling you who came, and they came to my office, and the president of Clear Channel came to my office, and they sit down and they put me at the head table. I said, oh, okay. And they said we wanted something different. We didn't want, that's what, they schooled me at this meeting. They said we wanted something different. We wanted a cruise, and they said, well, what else can you add? So that's why the energy of CruisIN in the D comprised of a number of components. We have, it's based on a festivity, so it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. First day kickoff, Biker's going to kick it off. Harley-Davidson going to kick it off again next year. Right. Then we have this type of event, a gala of festivities, of people coming together. That's the next day. Then Saturday, we have concourse competition on that first day for bikers, and they be at the African World Festival. Then on the kickoff last year, we had Chief James Craig last year to kick it off was in terms of it, and then the police give us support. They escort and block the streets for the bikers. No, see, you don't know what's happening. See, this is not my project. This is the people project. Now you're starting to get it. It's not my. This project is from grassroots growing up, and now we get corporate.
Super Roll.
And then we got the
Super Roll.
Then we got the Super Roll. The Super Roll is a part of how I got to the Super Roll. I was going over to the Fort McCrep plant. How many know where the Fort McCrep plant is?
Some. Right.
Well, if not, you know after you leave out of here.
Carlton does.
You know where
Years ago.
after Fort Freeway, you know where Baltimore Street, the next street over, then you have Bequette. On the Bequette, that used to be the anchor or the crater of civilization of the car industry. Yeah, so you're getting a little lesson in history. So I went over there, and then I was walking through. I was looking for something for the exhibit, and so I was walking over there. Then a person said, he said, "What are you over here for?" I said, "Well, I'm looking at something." Then this guy named Dick Rubin, you know, he knows everything. He said, "Well, you know, young man, you come back over here and you sit down and talk to me after I went through the plant." Because I was working on an exhibit, because I do exhibits for my foundation called Keep It at Work Foundation. And so Dick Rubin come over, he said, "Oh." And so he took me underneath his wing. And then he introduced me to Nancy Dart. That's the young lady right there, the executive director. Dick Rubin, will you hold up your hand, please? Give me. So Dick got me started, and so he brought me into their family. Right. And then that family enlarged and say the Fort Bequette plant jumped on board, and then that's right there, with the Model T's there. They got over several $1 million worth of cars. You go over there, there's a museum. Tomorrow, the Super Roll gonna be rolling. Right, from 8 to 10. So this is a lot of excitement going. This is no cruise like it. It's a family people. This is the energy of the people that's bringing this together. This is not Gregory Reed. I just pushed it over and then it started moving.
Yeah.
And now it's rolling. That's all it's doing, is rolling. And so what they're going to do, they're going to do the Super Roll, and this has been their 5th year of the Super Roll. See, you didn't know that's going to...
Didn't know that.
Oh yes, and so Marie Race is the one that's around here making all this noise. She said, I'm going to the Super Roll, right here. Did you say that? Mm-hmm. Sure did. Right. And so we're gonna give you, you know what? We're gonna give you a prize because you're the one that first one. Give it.
Right.
All right.
So no, this is a day of fun activities. Now this is yours, because you're going over to the Super Roll. All this time from Harley-Davidson Biker Bob. You going over to the Super Roll, you're going to be rolling with tumblers in the glass. This is all fun evening. So part of it, they're going to cruise up Woodward. They're going to do a loop around the Palmer Park. See, that park was designated as the Detroit Loop. All right. That's the loop. And when they loop up there, and then they're going to head up Woodward. And then they're going to go to the Dream Cruise, and then they're going to bring back a number of the cars to the Dream Cruise, to the in the deep. See, they're going up, they come back down. And then they come back to the environment of the anchor of the park, of Palmer Park, and they're going to take out their blankets, the ones that are going to do it, and some are going to cruise, where we're going to showcase. Now, you are among history whether you know it or not. This is history going on. See, when you're part of that energy, you just walking around, you don't know it, then you reflect and say, gosh, this is going on. You're in history right now. You're in history.
Yes.
You are in history, what's taking place. That is exactly. Because what else is happening? This is the first year where we're going to have cars parked on Woodward Avenue. Never before in history. That's what's going on. This is history taking place. I negotiated that arrangement. I had to educate as I've been educated. And this has been a teaching process as we're going along. Just like yesterday when John had to even get us lined up on those bikes in terms of, we have so many bikes out there, just like Anthony Brodnick's. Right there, he's one of the riders. He's in the riders. That's the bike. When we saw all these bikers out there, because I know what Rachel said, well, maybe you get along a little more. Them bikers, they just came in there, you know, they just started coming in there. They started rolling in there. Next thing you know, there was just under 300, over 200 or so more bikes. Just
that quick.
Yes. Yes. I'm just telling you what's happening in this city, what's going on. The people are empowered. This is an empowering thing of inclusiveness that's cruising with cars, because I never thought it was going to come up that way, because really, when I looked at it, because some of the bikers got behind the Harley-Davidson thing, I didn't recognize it was that many bikes as well. I said, yeah, we got some bikes here. And the numbers that started adding up. So they came down, so the route pattern, in case you didn't know it, they went from Warren, Trumbull, and then it went from Trumbull to Grand Boulevard 2nd, and then shut up 2nd, West Chicago by those homes and everything, and then it went up, then they hit Woodward. They rolling, and then they shut up Woodward, they came down 7 Mile, Then I said I was going to create an economic base for the people of Livernois Avenue, so they put that in there, so they shut down Livernois Avenue. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Because I told them I'm going to create an economic base for this community.
Bring it, bro.
That's what I'm doing. This is the economics. So then they shot up there, they went down 8 Mile and came back down, and then it ended up in the park. That was the motorcycle Super Roll.
Okay.
And the people say, oh my God. And so we also are working on a fall cruise right now.
Oh.
See, CruisIN is a whole different type of thing. We are in the school system. So now we're going to bring in the simulator bikers. Yes, Rachel, you didn't know that, into the school system.
Yeah. Oh, sounds good.
Yeah. Yes. Because we did this in April. We had $1 million cars because Dick Rubin bringing it into that group. We are schooling kids how to learn the education and economics and career opportunities, journalism, medium, all tied. The car and the bikes is just a story, and they learn from that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all. That's what's up. So this is not make-believe. This is reality.
Right.
We doing this. This is not no talk. This is not no theoretical. And so then what happened? Then Carlton Dennard came along. And Carlton did the largest show right here. Everybody up here is a prop for a reason now. They did not stand it. So Carlton Dennard. No, Carlton did the largest show known in Detroit. This young man, 29. And when I heard about it, right here. He had people coming from several states. A lady drove a car just to be part of a show from Florida.
Right.
Am I right? That's true. See, this is what's happening, all behind. And what I'm doing is help raising the profile of the community. That's all I'm doing. It's been there. There've been cars and bikers in this city for years.
Yes.
Mr. Swanson been doing car shows way before when I was on my knees. No. So we just do it. Carlton, you get up here and say something. This is not my show. This is all the people's show.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Great.
First, I'd like to say thank you everybody for coming out this evening. We really enjoyed it. How I actually met Greg was after I hosted that very large car show on the 5th of July. Greg reached out to me about 3 days later and he said, hey, is this Carlton Dennard? I said, yes. He says, young man, I want to meet with you. I heard you hosted a phenomenal event at Fort Wayne, historic Fort Wayne in over on Jefferson and Livernois. So I said, yeah, I'd love to meet with you. So we sat down and met about 2 days later, and everything went from there. I went from being able to be over and meet the lovely people at the Fort McQuett Museum and being able to bring the traffic to this venue. And what Motor City Horsepower is that we bring the younger generation into the car world. And so what I like to do is to give back to this community is that we bring all the younger generation so they focus on just building cars and having a good time and staying away from the violence and all the other negative things happening. So,
That's true.
yeah, so with us promoting that, it gives them something to focus on all year round. It's just we got to get these cars ready. We got to be able to get to these events and do these good things. And I've had the honor of meeting Gregory and him taking me under his wing to, really bring the forefront to that. And now for this event, which we're going to make annually every year, we're helping to raise awareness for autism. And that's what this entire gala is about this evening. It's to help raise the awareness for autism because I have a nephew who's autistic, and I've always wanted to do something to give back, to raise that awareness, to help do something for it, but never could come up with anything. And then when I met with Greg for the first time, I told him, I said, hey Greg, I really want to do something to raise awareness for autism. I was like, I don't know what I want to do, but I don't want to do it on the street at a show. I want to do something nice. He says, okay, you know what, I got something for you. And then a day later, he said, listen, he said, that gala, he's like, that's going to be yours. That's going to be your event. You're going to do that. He's like, we're going to reach out to Autism Speaks, and we're going to get everybody involved so they can help to know exactly what it is and what happens. And that's why we get the lovely pins that were handed out as well as the paperwork that was handed to you to help raise that awareness. Because we want everybody to know exactly what's going on. And we also have a representative from here, Nancy Bonfield from Autism Speaks. And we're going to have her speak. And Nancy's going to say a piece on now Nancy drove in from Indianapolis all day today. So she made a long drive. I stayed in contact with her all day so that she can make it here to make her speech and everything for you.
All right.
Very
Very well.
Well, first of all, I'm very humbled and honored to be here. I think this wonderful event, and you guys are doing some great things. I am the new Michigan staff person for Autism Speak, and that just happened within the last really 3 weeks, so it's very exciting. I live in Indianapolis, but within the last, how long have I been here? About 30 minutes. I kind of think I like Michigan. So I might have to talk to my husband about that. So anyway, I wrote this long speech, but you know what? Bottom line is, I am so happy to be here. I definitely want to educate you a little bit about what Autism Speaks is and what we are about, and how we can help you and your families and your community, and how we can collaborate. And that is exactly what this event is about, is collaboration and about the community. And to be a part of that with Autism Speaks is an honor. So we've been here in Michigan, Autism Speaks, since 2007, and it started slowly. We've helped a lot of families and have partnered with a lot of businesses and families in Michigan since 2007. And in that short amount of time, we've raised $1.8 million for the community of Michigan for autistic families. And in 2015, that marks Autism Speaks' 10th year, which is very exciting. So we're a new organization, but how many of you have heard of Autism Speaks? Raise your hand. Never heard of it? Well, who said that? Well, now you have, and that makes me excited to be the one to share with you. So it's exciting. In 10 years, so many people still know about Autism Speaks, and we've helped so many families all over the world. We have Light It Up Blue, which is a wonderful event, April 2nd, which is my husband's birthday. So I try not to just celebrate Autism Speaks, autism awareness, and share it with him, but it's just an exciting day. And to light it up blue in awareness of Autism Speaks and just autism in general is important. So we do that event. Autism Speaks, basically we have 4 pillars that we work on, and one of which is advocacy, which is very important for our families, and family services, as well as science and awareness. And you as business owners can be a very big part of the awareness and of the service for our families. And it's important to be collaborating with them and reaching out to us for resources so we can help you. And we are there for you. So basically, what I would like to, close on, when I say something that pertains to you, please stand up. So, I have a friend who has an autistic child. Please stand up if you have a friend with an autistic child. I have a child or sibling or a grandchild with autism. I work with someone that has a disability. I support individuals with disabilities. So looking around at all of us standing shows the support of autism and the collaboration that we have together to work for a greater cause other than just what we're doing every single day. And it just humbles me, and I don't want to get teary, but it humbles me that you all are here in collaboration supporting a great cause, and I appreciate that very much. Oh yeah, that was in my notes, but I just kind of threw my notes out the window. October 4th, and I would love to get information to you, and you can pass that on. We would love to have corporate teams and participation. It is at Ford Field, and I'm excited to go visit Ford. And we are actually, I'm going to tour it tomorrow and see what it looks like and figure out if it's going going to work for me.
And we would love for everyone to join us for that walk, the Walk for Autism on October 4th.
Love it.
We'll
Love
definitely
it.
all be there. Yeah, October 4th at Bonfield. We'll love for everyone to come out and join us. Yeah.
Yep. And I'll get all the information, and I would love that.
And then we'll email that out to everyone and call everyone so that everybody is aware of that.
Love it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
So we're going to give out some more prizes. What you got? Well, this young lady that you see here is a very young lady. What I do in my life is part of my purpose is whoever I'm in the midst of, I must enhance. That's my life. That's my purpose. And one thing that I have learned, you start with your family. And then as you take care of the family, you should go out to the community. Home first, and make sure you get home so then they don't go out and mess up the community. Right. That's how you do it. And so I have two beautiful daughters, and so what I did was from there was gave them exposure. And so everyone around me, I always try to give them exposure, enhance life. And so each person becomes part of my family who I meet. I don't care what color or who that person is, if they're around me. And I had a young lady, Caucasian last year, who was the most beautiful person named Erica, and I didn't think I could replace Erica. And she was from Michigan State. And Erica, her professor told me, "You think this is gonna work?" I said, "She and I we're gonna make it work." So Erica was my pillar last year for CruisIN. And I was so fortunately to even find Britney, another young lady who came along. And I think I could place Erica, but Britney just kept working to show me that there's another Erica within another person as well. And so Britney, now, website, graphic designs, all these things, I kept pushing her. Volunteers, she got the volunteers and give them each assignments and work it. Britney been my anchor, and then Nikki, who was here earlier, had to go pick up her son. Nikki is a professional event planner. You don't find that many. She's a professional event planner. And so everything that I have thrown at Britney here, she has been able to step up, and now her skill set of level is amazing in terms of being able to be in the fire. It's just amazing to me as well. And so when Nikki left out of here, she on that black and white dress, she said, you and Nikki, you know how to roll. You gotta take it. I said, well, what I'm gonna do? She said, don't worry about it. You got Britney. You got Britney there. So this is like, and so she has developed skills under this event planner. Cause see, when we roll out, and I've been doing this for over 35 years, because I started producing Broadway plays and productions. Represented 6 world champions in boxing, the only person in the United States. And so all these skills came together in order to do these other community events. So what happens, so each person can teach you something in life. And then just like come aboard here, so when Nikki rolls out, we have a game book just like football players.
Okay.
I've never seen that done, and I've been doing this, and I have written books on it. She gives a game book, and each thing, and so anybody that messed up, you just go to your game book and see what person. She has a game book, just like it's like a story. All responsibility. So even to teach that, her game book is the core, like a Bible. And so she even showed the police department. See, the police use the operation manual, and they were teaching us, but she comes out with a game book. And that's how we've been able to do these events. See, this is like each day is a different event. it's different when you may have a play when I was producing them, and you have it day after day after day, but each day is a game book. How do you roll with it? And how you got to react to it, and you're tweaking it as you go. And just like we had to do some tweaking yesterday, and I don't know how it came about, because even someone said it just tweaked it and it rolled in, and everybody else on the outside does not know that. We tweaking in order to make sure that we keep the brand there and the community safe in this process. And that's is very important. And so I'm so blessed to have that. So what's the next step now?
This raffle.
Okay.
So first up, we actually have a gift card from Valentine's for $100. And I love it.
Yeah.
You better get your tickets out.
I got one.
You already have your tickets.
I got my ticket. There you go.
Regina's going to put.
No, I didn't.
You don't know. And the lucky winner is 333159.
Ain't me. 2016.
The next item we have is from Speedway Motors, America's oldest speed shop. And this item is actually a magnetic tray. And the winner is 333180. That's you. Our next prize is from Speedway Motors again, and these are actually auto gloves.
Okay.
Next winner up has the ticket 333151. The next item we have for raffle is actually a dinner for two at 1917 American Bistro. And the winner is 333154. 333154.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking the $100.
You got dinner for two at American Bistro. 1970 American Bistro. Britney.
God bless you. God bless y'all.
And the next prize is actually a CruisIN backpack.
Okay.
With the patch. And the winner is 333156.
The gentleman that's coming to the table is a celebrity race driver winner. That is Gregory. Yes. 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 No, we have celebrities in this house, and everyone here is a celebrity. Yes. And how many city officials we have? We have from President Pro Tem Cushionberry office here.
Yep.
Mr. Clinton.
Y'all coming through District 2. Party!
All right.
Bring it!
After we get through here, those who was there's a pre-cruise rally next door where you see Harley-Davidson biker Bob. That's a pre-cruise karaoke on the riverfront at the Roberts Hotel next door. So this is a very light evening, and you see bikes over there, you see cars over there, and you will see Gary Green's Cobra car that's over there as well.
Next up, we have a gift complimentary from Biker Bob's Harley-Davidson, which is actually a, should I read it? A cocktail shaker from Biker Bob. Auto travel pack. Kit includes travel mug, keychain, and coaster.
Shake it up. Shake it.
And the winner is 333198.
Wait a minute, she can't win. That's my sister. Now we have great value right now. We have something that is very unusual, and these are certificates, very special certificates for riding. Those that are interested in the motorcycle, to go to academy, they would never experience anything like it ever before, and you can be in a class. We got them from Harley-Davidson Biker Bob. We have, yes, so those that have an interest, so you can learn under safety and those conditions that you can never experience something like this in your life. You know what I'm saying? See, there's another world, and that's what this event is about. It's exposing everyone to another world. And I see that everyone is like that. It seems like you're interested in that. That is good. It's good. And so we would have, and those certificates, each one is worth an infinite amount of money in another way for safety and your health, but they are minimum value of $200 or more.